Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, it's complete to Brown, right side.
Brady's back.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020. Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's now second.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Gurley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. No, he almost had it.
Lions
already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Ito Smith, his 1st carry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Ryan Suckup on 4-point action.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this 1st half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Ito Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
They go play action with Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
With it is Brown. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown.
And this is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14.
Falcons, 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Nice move at the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
36-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
45.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Chubb. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Airing this one out for Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it at him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off at the 30. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking deep for Julio. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on the football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, it's a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Tackle, 72. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
Under pressure, they got him again. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons.
On play action. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 14.
Play action. Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
2nd and 3.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score, Buccaneers.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll run it here with Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They go play action now. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it. You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They run. Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter. I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter. Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 52, Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. Caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
35-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
7. First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Calvin Ridley.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, it will wind up a 500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8.
Thank you.